Hi, I'm Jendella Benson. This is Shut Up and Write, a quick fire fiction writing bootcamp that should hopefully get you out of your head and onto the page. No more introduction because we're going to move straight onto the topic of today, which is pacing. The golden rule of pacing is this: if you are bored, your reader is bored. It does not matter how important the information is. It does not matter how crucial you think it is that they get this little piece of detail in. If you're bored, the reader's bored, end of story. Now, it's really important that you know the difference between pacing and plot. Plot is what happens. Pacing is how the story is told. You can think of it in terms of TV and film. Plot is the scene, what is taking place in the scene. Pacing is how that scene is edited together. There are some general genre conventions when it comes to pacing. For example, a crime thriller is going to be a lot faster paced than, say, a literary epic spanning 3 generations. But saying that, no book stays at the same pace all the way through, and the best genre books actually defy convention in various different ways. For example, if we're looking at a crime thriller book, everything might be really fast paced until the detective decides to confront the axe murderer, and all of a sudden everything slows down. We zoom in on the details, the tension starts to ramp up, and the reader's left thinking, okay, like, I really don't know what's gonna happen next. That is one way of using pacing to keep attention and keep intrigue. Another example could be the literary epic, where everything is going at quite a leisurely pace until the inciting incident happens, and this is the thing that's going to change the course of the destiny for 5 generations of a family, and it all happens really quickly, and the reader's thinking, wait, what's going on? Did I catch that? That's another way to keep the reader engaged and on their toes. Now, there are so many tools that are at your disposal when it comes to pacing. You can vary the length of paragraphs, sentences, chapters. You can zoom in on the finer details. You can get into internal monologues and interior thoughts. You can zoom out and take in entire scenes and keep the sensory details on like a surface level. You can change how quickly you move from scene to scene or place to place, or you can slow down and have a series of incidents happening in the same place. There is a lot that you can do just to keep things interesting. In all that we've got, towards the end of the book, when I started to change up the pace by keeping the sentences shorter and more action focused. And this contrasts with earlier in the book when we have Mimi, who's starting to catch feelings for Raphael, and she's walking down the street and she's taking in the sky and all the colors of the leaves, and she's having this interior monologue with herself. If you are writing something and you find yourself getting bored, but you still think this is an important part of the story, try changing how you are telling that part of the story. You can speed it up, or you might even try slowing it down. It might work either way. You'll never know until you try it. And ultimately, the great thing is that if it doesn't work, you just try again. Okay, so now for your prompt. I want you to think of an intimate interaction. It could be a kiss on the cheek. It could be a whispered conversation. It could be someone trying to slip something into another person's pocket without them realizing. But I want you to write that scene in 2 ways. First of all, I want you to write it really fast paced. So keep it to action, keep it short, keep it snappy, keep it exciting. And then I want you to write it but more slower pace. Let's slow it down. Let's zoom in on those details. Let's take it all in. You could end up with one version of that scene, which is literally 2 sentences long, and another version that is a whole page long. That's the beauty of pace. It can go either way, but have fun with it. See how you feel. All right, I'm gonna shut up. You're gonna go write. If you want more exercises, more thoughts, more examples, download the workbook from my website.